Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lit Up with Annie. This is a very important session today. We are going to cover some previous year questions from particularly the Victorian age. Okay, and around 15 questions we are going to do in this session, and around 15 more I'll be doing in the next session. Now, these previous year questions are from the NET exam, and they are mostly from 2023. Okay, mostly from 2023 this time. So let's start, and I want all of you to focus on what kind of questions have been coming, what are the trends of the previous year questions, so that it always helps you to revise. I've been telling you not to go extremely detailed into the works. Sorry about the background noise. If it is reaching you, there's some construction going on, so ignore that. Yeah, I've told you not to go into extreme detail of the works. Why? Because the trends have shown that extremely detailed questions from inside the works have not been asked. Chronology, placing of the authors, whether a particular work has been written by an author or not, that's number two. Match the following, of course, which writer has written which work. So majorly, the names of the works are very important. When you ask me, do we have to know the names of these minor works also? Yes, you need to know the names of the works. Also pay attention to which authors have been asked in these questions. Okay, if you want to practice more, please do join my MCQ batch. It's a revision batch that we are having for everyday practice of MCQs. The details are in the description box. You can contact me over Telegram or WhatsApp. Let's quickly start. The first one is try and answer. Okay, pause करके answer करो, फिर check करो if you've answered correctly or not. Which of the following works of Browning? So सबसे पहले we have Browning are pure dramas: Stafford, The Last Ride Together, A Bot in the Scutcheon, Pippa Passes, or Porphyria's Lover. It came in March 2023, shift 1. Now let's break down the options one by one, and you need to, whenever you are doing these questions, you always need to break down. अब review जब करोगे तो हमेशा ऑप्शंस को ब्रेक डाउन करके देखा करो. लेट्स सी, वी हैव स्टैफर्ड. इट इज अ प्योर ड्रामा, सो यस, नंबर 1 इज स्टैफर्ड. 1837 का वर्क है. इट्स अ हिस्टोरिकल ट्रेजेडी इन 5 एक्ट्स रिटन फॉर द स्टेज. सो इट वाज ब्राउनिंग्स फर्स्ट प्ले, प्योर ड्रामा जो स्टेज के लिए उन्होंने लिखा हुआ है. इट वाज बेस्ड ऑन द लाइफ ऑफ टॉमस वेंटवर्थ, अर्ल ऑफ स्टैफर्ड, एडवाइजर टू किंग चार्ल्स द फर्स्ट. It was performed at Covent Garden with William Macready in the title role. Second is The Last Ride Together. It's not a pure drama, it's a dramatic monologue. It's a poem that presents a speaker reflecting on a romantic relationship that has failed. Remember कि next exam में आपको ये भी पूछा जा सकता है, इसीलिए ब्रेक डाउन करके उनको देखना जरूरी है इन वर्क्स को. ठीक है, दो इट कंटेन्स ड्रामेटिक एलिमेंट्स है, ड्रामेटिक मोनोलॉग है, इट्स नॉट अ ड्रामा इन द थिएट्रिकल सेंस. सी, Blood in the Scutcheon is a pure drama, it's a play. So it was written in 1843. It's a 3-act tragedy focusing on themes of love, honor and family shape. It was performed at Drury Lane and remains one of Browning's most notable plays. Although Browning is not notable for his plays, but yes, this one is one of his notable plays. Pippa Passes, you all know, I think, is closet drama. So dramatic poem hai. What is a closet drama? Not to be performed on the stage. It is written to be read only. Though written in dramatic form and involving multiple characters, Pippa Passes is typically considered a closet drama, a poetic work not intended for stage performance. It combines lyrical passages with model themes. So C1 is a pure drama. तो A और C आ गया आंसर आपका. Answer is number 1. Porphyria's Lover, E. It's another dramatic monologue. ठीक है, it's one of Browning's best known psychological poems. It features a speaker who calmly describes murdering his lover. So it's very intense and narrative driven, but not structured as a drama. Let's move on. Which of the following works have been written by Thomas Carlyle? Thomas Carlyle बार previously पूछे गए हैं, और usually क्या पूछा गया है Thomas Carlyle से कि कौन सा वर्क इन्होंने लिखा है, कौन सा नहीं लिखा है. Mostly of hero and hero worship, the French Revolution, yes. Of human bondage, no. The hour of the and the man, no. Hudibras, no. A and B. Correct option is number 1. तो बाकी किसने लिखे हैं? हीरो वर्शिप तो कार्लाइल ने लिखा, पब्लिश्ड इन 1841. सबसे ज्यादा इंफ्लुएंशियल वर्क है ये कार्लाइल का. से सीरीज ऑफ लेक्चर्स हैं डिस्कसिंग डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ हीरोज, like the hero as divinity, prophet, poet, man of letters, king, etc. And the idea that history जो है वो great men से shape हुई है. French Revolution, a history, 1837. Very vivid, dramatic retelling of French Revolution है. It's very famous for its literary style, emotional intensity, and influence on later historiography and literature. बाकी के works of human bondage Somerset Maugham का है. लेटर आया है 1915 में, सेमी ऑटोबायोग्राफिकल वर्क है. और द आवर इन द मैन हैरियट मार्टिन्यू का है. इट्स अनदर हिस्टोरिकल नॉवल अबाउट हेशियन रेवोल्यूशनरी. I don't know how to pronounce this. You can read. It was a contemporary of he was a contemporary of Carlyle and also a social reformer. But this is her work. ठीक है, मार्टिन्यू का वर्क है, ये हैरियट का वर्क है. सो इट वाज हर दैट हु रोट द आवर एंड द मैन. Hudibras, I think you all remember, Samuel Butler, 17th century. A satirical poem published in parts between 1663 and 78, mocking the Puritans and the parliamentarians. So long before Carlyle's time. Next, find the chronological order of publication of Charles Dickens's novels. So, तीसरा writer Charles Dickens. Oliver Twist, Dombey and Sons, Pickwick Papers, Bleak House, David Copperfield. इतनी बार Charles Dickens अब कर लिया है कि आपको पता होना चाहिए Pickwick Papers पहले आया है इनका. It is one of his early works, Pickwick Papers. तो ये पता है तो वैसे ही आंसर आ गया, CABDE, है ना. डेट्स देख लेते हैं. ऑल्सो अगर ये याद है कि डेविड कॉपरफील्ड टुवर्ड्स द एंड आता है, ऑल्दो यहाँ पे 3 ऑप्शंस में ई लास्ट में है, लेकिन देखो क्रोनोलॉजी का डेट्स याद करना बहुत मुश्किल है, इसलिए क्रोनोलॉजी पहले क्या आया बाद में क्या आया ऐसे ही याद आप कर सकते हैं. पिकविक पेपर्स अर्ली वर्क है, ठीक है. हाउएवर इफ यू लुक एट द ऑप्शंस CABDE, there is one problem here. It should be CABED. Why? डेविड कॉपरफील्ड और ब्लीक हाउस में डेविड कॉपरफील्ड पहले आया था. 49 से 50 सीरियलाइज हुआ था डेविड कॉपरफील्ड मंथली, और ब्लीक हाउस उसके बाद मंथली सीरियल अगेन फ्रॉम 52 to 53. So that is why. So please remember, towards the end of Dickens's works we have कॉपरफील्ड, फिर भी एंड नहीं है बट मिडिल बोल सकते हो, ब्लीक हाउस. उसके बाद जो वर्क्स आते हैं टेल ऑफ टू सिटीज, लास्ट में आर म्यूचुअल फ्रेंड, उससे पहले ग्रेट एक्सपेक्टेशन. सो ग्रेट एक्सपेक्टेशन इज ऑल्सो टुवर्ड्स द एंड. अनफिनिश्ड वर्क कौन सा है इनका? एडविन ड्रूड, मिस्ट्री ऑफ एडविन ड्रूड. नेक्स्ट इज द प्रिंसेस अ मेलोडी is by Tennyson is what? A lyric, an elegy, a narrative poem, a dramatic monologue. It is a narrative poem. तो जो पोम है ये द प्रिंसेस, ये एक ब्लैंक वर्स नैरेटिव पोम है. कब आई थी? 1847 में. पोएट लॉरियट थे टेनिसन, 1850 से बने थे. 1850 से 1892 आफ्टर वर्ड्सवर्थ। हीरोइक प्रिंसेस है ये, उसकी कहानी बताई है इन्होंने, who forswears the world of men and founds a women's university where men are forbidden to enter। तो इस तरह की बड़ी अच्छी सी पोम है। नेक्स्ट, in which year Stevenson's Treasure Island was published? Treasure Island by Stevenson. So it was published in 1883. Doesn't need explanation. ये तो आपको या तो आता है या नहीं आता है। However, I'll tell you a little bit about Treasure Island. Treasure Island का original title था The Sea Cook. The Sea Cook, a story for boys. ऐसा टाइटल लिख दोगे तो और अट्रैक्टिव हो जाता है ना। इट्स एन एडवेंचर एंड इट्स अ हिस्टोरिकल नॉवल बाय रॉबर्ट लुई स्टीवनसन एंड 1883 में ये वर्क पब्लिश हुआ। इट इज सेट इन द 18th century। कमिंग ऑफ एज स्टोरी भी कहते हैं इसको। It's noted for its characters, it's noted for its action that takes place. Which of the following works have not been authored by John Stuart Mill? So I hope you're noting down the writers asked in the Victorian age. John Stuart Mill ने कौन से works नहीं author किए हैं? Subjection of Women, Thoughts on Parliamentary Reform, Past and Present, अभी अभी देखा हमने पीछे, Explorations and on Liberty. सब्जेक्शन ऑफ वुमेन तो इनका सबसे फेमस वर्क है, तो ए तो है ही है। अब ऑप्शन देखो एक बार, अगर बाकी नहीं भी पता तो भी हो जाएगा ना। सब्जेक्शन ऑफ वुमेन, जॉन स्टुअर्ट मिल, पब्लिश्ड इन 1869, वन ऑफ मिल्स की फेमिनिस्ट टेक्स्ट्स एडवोकेटिंग फॉर जेंडर इक्वालिटी एंड वुमेन्स राइट्स। Thoughts on Parliamentary Reform, again by Stuart Mill, 1859 का वर्क है, which outlines Mill's views on the government, on the representative government, electoral reform and democracy. अब बाकी के वर्क्स किसने लिखे हैं? Past and Present अभी देखा था, कार्लाइल का वर्क है 43 का। Explorations is not by Mill. No known work actually titled Explorations by John Stuart Mill. Again, it's such a vague title that there may be many works, many authors also. So this may refer to a general or modern title or possibly to other authors in economics or philosophy. On Liberty भी John Stuart Mill का है, 59 का वर्क है। This foundational text defends individual freedom and limits of authority in society, a cornerstone of liberty, of liberal philosophy. ठीक है। कमिंग बैक, अब ऑप्शंस में या तो कोई मिस्टेक हुई है, बिकॉज ए, बी और ई तीनों आएंगे, ए, बी एंड ई तीनों आएंगे। नेक्स्ट, another chronology of all the different works. तो डार्विन का वर्क है, मकॉले का है, स्टीवनसन का है, ब्राउनिंग का है, आर्नल्ड बेनेट का है। अब आपको देखना है यहाँ पे कि कौन पहले आया। डार्विन का ओरिजिन ऑफ स्पीशीज इज अ वेरी फेमस वर्क, यू शुड नो द publication date. Macaulay's essay on Milton, Stevenson's Treasure Island, Browning's Pauline and Arnold Bennett's Old Wives' Tales. नहीं भी पता तो इसको थोड़ा सा ऑथर्स को अगर आप देखो, द वे दैट यू हैव रेड देम इन माय क्लास, तो भी आई थिंक हो जाएगा। लेट्स सी। मकॉले का एसे ऑन मिल्टन 1825, रॉबर्ट ब्राउनिंग का पॉलिन 1833, ओरिजिन ऑफ स्पीशीज 1859, स्टीवनसन का ट्रेजर आइलैंड अभी देखा था हमने 1883, और आर्नल्ड बेनेट का ओल्ड वाइव्स टेल 1908। अब ये जो क्वेश्चन था मार्च 2023 शिफ्ट 2 का है, वैसे अगर एक बार पीछे जाके देखें, मार्च 2023 शिफ्ट टू, यहां से आपको एक आइडिया मिल जाएगा कि 1880s का या 1890s का एक वर्क है ट्रेजर आइलैंड। और अगर ओरिजिन ऑफ स्पीशीज का डेट अगर आपको पता है, ओरिजिन ऑफ स्पीशीज का, इट विल हेल्प यू बिकॉज यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कि अच्छा ठीक है, ए पहले आएगा सी से एटलीस्ट। तो ये तो ऑप्शन चला गया, ठीक है, एटलीस्ट एक तो एलिमिनेट हो गया। तो इस तरह से देखना है। प्लीज लुक एट द chronology. Who among the following wrote about Charlotte Bronte that her mind contained nothing but hunger, rebellion and rage? This was Matthew Arnold. ठीक है, मैथ्यू आर्नल्ड ने शार्लेट ब्रॉन्टे के बारे में ये कहा था। Which of the following works have been authored by Carlyle? Another question on the works of Carlyle. So Chartism, past and present, French Revolution, yes. Suspiria the Profundis, the English Mail Coach. आप guess कर सकते हो, I think. Chartism, yes, 1839 का work है. This work analyzes the working class political movement known as Chartism. Social issues underlying it को discuss किया इन्होंने। Past and present again, yes, by Carlyle, a very famous work of Carlyle, 1843, contrasts the virtues of medieval monastic society with the failings of modern industrial society. It critiques materialism and industrial capitalism, written by Carlyle. French Revolution, yes, 1837, it's a vivid historical account. Possibility है कि इस बार chronology पूछ लें ये। Written in dramatic, almost novelistic style, highly influential in both historical writings and literature. Suspiria the Profoundist, De Quincey का है. So it's a sequel to Confessions of an English Opium Eater. And English Mail Coach भी De Quincey का है. So it's a visionary essay celebrating the mail coach system and reflecting on national pride and mortality, not by Carlyle. So what is the answer? A, B and C. The debate on the condition of England question was initiated by whom? Of course, Carlyle. Look at the options. You can take a very nice guess, intelligent guess. जो phrase है the condition of England question was because देखो Carlyle was the one who was actually talking about all of these things. Chartism में इन्होंने he drew attention to the socio-economic sufferings of English working classes during the Industrial Revolution. He criticized the political establishment's indifference and urged for meaningful reforms. Central concern क्या था इनका कि what is the condition of England and what can be done about it. So this became a foundational question in Victorian social criticism, influencing later works, writers like Dickens, Ruskin and Arnold. Adam, in Adam Bede of George Eliot is a carpenter. Match the following. So we have George Meredith, George Eliot, Charlotte Bronte and Thackeray. Next works हैं The Virginians, Scenes of Clerical Life, Evan Harrington and Professor. Can you make out what and who has written what? George Meredith का है Evan Harrington. It's a novel about social mobility and identity, published in 1861. George Meredith का एक आ गया 3, एक में ही है। जॉर्ज एलियट का कौन सा है? सीन्स ऑफ क्लरिकल लाइफ। शार्लेट ब्रॉन्टे का है द प्रोफेसर। ठाकरे का है द वर्जिनियंस। डेट्स देख लो इनकी। 1857 क्लरिकल लाइफ, कलेक्शन ऑफ 3 नोवेलास। शार्लेट ब्रॉन्टे द प्रोफेसर, इनका पहला कंप्लीटेड नॉवल था लेकिन पब्लिश नहीं हुआ था, पोस्ट्यूमसली पब्लिश हुआ 57। ठाकरे का द वर्जिनियंस, इट इज अ sequel to Henry Esmond, published between 57 and 59. set during the American Revolutionary War. Next. Which novel of Charles Dickens are the following lines extracted from? I took her hand in mine and we went out of the ruined place. And as the morning mists had risen long ago when I first left the forge, so the evening mists were rising now. And in all the broad expanse of tranquil light they showed to me, I saw no shadow of another parting from her. Now these lines are taken from The Great Expectations. These are the closing lines, the closing passage of Dickens' Great Expectations, marking the final reunion between Pip and Estella. Arrange another chronology. Jude the Obscure, Hardy के box आ गए. Tess of the D'Urbervilles, Greenwood, Tree, Pair of Blue Eyes, Far from the Madding Crowd. बार बार कहा है. देखो कौन सा अर्ली है, कौन सा बाद में. जूड तो लास्ट का वर्क था, उसके बाद लिखना इन्होंने बंद कर दिया नॉवेल्स, है ना. तो ए तो बाद में आएगा, तो देख लें. अब ए जो है वो बाद में एक ही ऑप्शन में है इसमें, तो आंसर भी आ गया. आई मीन इंटेलिजेंट गेस से ही आंसर आ जाएगा. आई होप यू ऑल रिमेंबर जूड द ऑब्स्क्योर. इतना क्रिटिसिज्म मिला इसको कि हार्डी ने नॉवेल्स लिखना बंद कर दिया. सबसे पहले है अंडर द ग्रीनवुड ट्री, उसके बाद है पेयर ऑफ ब्लू आइज, ये इनके अर्ली वर्क्स हैं. फिर आया फार फ्रॉम द मैडिंग क्राउड, फिर आया टेस ऑफ द डर्बोविल्स. लुक एट द डेट्स प्लीज. 72 अर्ली pastoral novel. 73 it was serialized. 72 से 73 usually placed before Far from the Madding Crowd in publication, because Far from the Madding Crowd 74 इनका breakthrough novel. Tess of the D'Urbervilles 91 and Jude the Obscure 95. Which among the following was not written by Carlyle? Oh my God, third question from Carlyle, और वो भी similar तरह का. Signs of the Times, Sartor Resartus, The Stones of Venice, The Life of John Sterling. It is The Stones of Venice, which is not by Carlyle. बाकी सब Carlyle के हैं. It's a detailed Venetian architecture by John Ruskin, published in 51 to 53. The Stones of Venice. Okay, so 15 questions are done. I hope you enjoyed and learned. I hope you're able to answer these questions. Since we have covered some MCQs from the Victorian age in my paid classes. So please let me know कि आपने were you able to answer these questions on your own or not. If not, then we'll have to revise again. And also the others who are not associated with Lit Up with Annie, you can take up the MCQ batch right now, which is for revision through MCQs till your exam. Contact me if you need to find details about it. The details are in the description box about how you can contact me through Telegram or through WhatsApp. If you're preparing for the next time, December or maybe next year, please join the course, join the full course, and again get in touch with me. We can discuss as into where you stand in your preparation, and we can discuss the plan. So you can take the subscription as soon as possible. Take a month, to study some background lectures which are recorded, and then join live with me. As जितना करो उतना कम है. You all know that it's an ocean. और जितना पढ़ो उतना अच्छा, उतना ज़्यादा experience आपको मिलेगा with these writers. Experience is the key. The more you spend time with these writers, the more you will learn about them. ठीक है? I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned for more. Please like, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Thank you.